trust. Mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the money.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Going to throw right away. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The Lions at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On third down, Corral going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Corral going to sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Traylon Burks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Murray now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Murray. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray now to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And see, when you look at this defense, you know, kind of pressure on the level trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row.
To me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Going deep for Hopkins. The guy's man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal. Jones. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. White now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
These two teams all tied after one. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Murray. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
This is Mixon on the draw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt.
On the return, it's White. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Murray going to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 31, Corral flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Corral from the gun on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To Mixon on the check down. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Corral. Catch is made by Metcalf. And in for the Lions touchdown. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. What's good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And brought down there by Taylor Rapp. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around and out. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Corral escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray.
That is caught by Lamb.
A big play there for KC. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
CeeDee Lamb
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now on 2nd and 16. Corral. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go now.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Murray now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. CeeDee Lamb from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are... Timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, here's Corral. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Corral. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. CeeDee Lamb from 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, he did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, here's Corral. Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Mixing up the middle.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
back to Mixon on second down.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's go now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution.